All right. So, good morning. This video is to illustrate what the minus 10D rule looks like. But first, let me go over the rules. I'm going to try to make more videos about this, but this is what the minus 10D look like. And it's not necessarily reaching a complete minus 10, but all strike prices are progressively decreasing, showing signs of bearish and sometimes lead into a complete minus 10, but not always. Excuse me. It is very risky because it's temporary, but can be very rewarding if you are correct. Um, Expiration date, really up to you. Um, 0 days till expiration because it is temporary. Um, 1 or more days till expiration within any reasonable range. If you are correct, I mean, if it's giving you a minus 10 and you buy an expiration 0 DTE or more, and it turns out you are correct and it never gave you an opposite direction, then you could probably hold your position a little bit longer for more profit. Um, all right, now let's go to the example. There's several more examples, but this is the first one I found when I was making this video. But this is the expiration March 3rd. Um, I should have. It looks like this is a screenshot I found towards the end of the day, but I should have a screenshot like maybe earlier in the day, but that's not the focus. What I wanted to kind of focus is show you what it looks like when it's minus 10D. So minus 10D with it, it basically all strike prices are moving in the same direction, which is minus, minus value. So the minus value means that this is the strength growing in the put side. Positive value is the strength growing in the call side. And this is recorded every 2 minutes and it's live. So you can see that every 2 minutes, OSV is recording. And as it's recording, it's capturing the current price of SPY. Boom, 582, 583, 583, 582, 582, 581. So it's really not staying long enough, or SPY is not staying long enough for OSV to capture a complete minus 10. However, you can still gain some hints as to what SPY is doing by recognizing the minus 10D rule. But some of you guys may not be able to do it immediately because it's way too many numbers. Who knows why? But if you, if I can give you a visual example, imagine that like, if you put all of these in Excel and you filtered just the 582, you would get this, right? And in 582, you will get a growing, progressively decreasing minus number. As a matter of fact, in 582, it went beyond minus 10. So you can have the minus 10 rule if you isolate it, but because you've got numbers in between, then it's not a complete minus 10. It is just a minus 10D divergence. But if you go into 581, it also reaches minus 10. So minus 10 rule is achieved on each strike price, just not long enough to and steady enough to capture a strong minus 10 in one strike price. And this is what it looks like on the charts. It's basically bearish for that day, um, right? It's bearish for the day. So if you got in, uh, unfortunately, I can't, for this video, I can't find, I'm sure I have it somewhere, but I I must have taken a screenshot a while back. earlier in the day and I can't find it, but this just shows you a screenshot of like towards the end of the day, right? But this will be like you can see the minus 10D at the beginning of the day or like somewhere sooner. It's just that in this particular screenshot, I found one that was towards the end of the day. I'm a Pacific Standard Time, so this is towards the end of the day. But let's see. 12, let's say 12:12, you captured it or decided, okay, it's gonna be bearish. Let's see 12:22, 12:22 right here. So 12:22, you realize, okay, it's you had a late start in the market, and you're like, all right, maybe I could catch something. Who knows, anything. 12:22. I mean, it's still kind of dangerous, but right there, boom, 12:22, and you're in. Hopefully, you can secure that very little profit. But if you do, good. Good for you. I wouldn't hold it though, because remember, you know, plus or minus 10 Ds are temporary. Anything can happen, but a solid plus or minus 10, that's for sure going to go up. Um, but for this the minus 10D, it's just a temporary movement, and then it finally takes off. But if you decide to hold it, uh, you know, you'll win also. But like I said, it's temporary, and so it'll bounce back up. So be careful, and be aware. 10D is also a rule, but it's meant for scalpers, or it's like the earliest sign of a direction, but it is very frail. But it can be very rewarding, because if you are right, then you are at the very, very bottom of a soon to be expensive contract. So be aware of that. I'll have more examples as I find these screenshots. Um, I'll post them on Discord, and you guys can see. But these rules have been consistent. I've been testing them for almost 2, 3 years now. Um, but you can test them yourself. The data is there. I save the data on the Discord, and you can test them yourself to see if these rules are accurate or not. I stand by them. I've been constantly winning. OSV members have been constantly winning, and some of them have been posting consistent gains, which is something they've never had before. But that's always good news. You know. But yeah, there you go.